Good evening, London.
So his excuse for not taking a migrant in was there was a problem with one of the doors.
Okay. That's a whole different... So you're all right. You've got no kids in your home. Okay. There you go. So you don't mind. But like, I know people who have them. Who have like
and
they have kids.
I'll tell you them. They will be very, very concerned.
I know people who, like, there's kids in my family. That was his crack before. Well, I would imagine that's how everybody's born. And there's kids. He might have a sister that's got kids who probably doesn't fucking like him because of his world views.
I'm coming to visit you when the presence of somebody who's not the I'm saying, basically, you're saying, you know, a lot of people who do have kids. Yeah. Well, their approach to you will change because we keep on coming back down to this thing. There's no recordability. You've got to understand that.
No recordability at this Home Office facility.
Recordability of the people who are coming in.
We don't know what criminal records they may possess back home if they don't tell us who they are. That's not rocket science, is it? If I was a criminal and I need to flee, I'd just get...
Yeah, it's not rocket science, you thick fucker.
Traceability, recordability,
do you know
whatever.
what's happened in Syria?
Yeah, I know, it's fully aware,
okay. Do you know what the police and crime filing system is like there?
No. Do we need to know? It's important.
It doesn't get transported
you're talking about, do they need to check?
Yeah, that doesn't mean that we still don't know that they're some of who they are.
They come across with no papers.
Nothing.
Is there a war in Egypt? Because loads of people have approached an Egyptian. What about all the Pakistanis that are in these hotels?
There's a lot of conflict going on there.
You know, there's a sex offenders registered over in this country for a reason. But we can't police that prior to them coming here, can we?
Second.
He wants to try and think of an answer. I really do. Before you come to somewhere like this and to have a full understanding of what's actually going on, you need to engage on what the actual issue is. And again, I'm going to come back down to this traceability, recordability. And you know, you don't have kids, so that plays a part.
So I help people like this.
Yeah, okay.
I've helped them at other facilities, right? And
yeah, I know it's mostly Africans.
They're just people.
Of course they are. Everybody's a person.
Right, they're not the monsters you think they are.
No, but what he's saying is...
You think they're all saints. That's your problem at the same time.
Yeah, some of them are the monsters that we think they are, and they've proved it.
No balance. All you left
was people, right?
Yeah, no balance. Honestly, I didn't know DP Audits. I was talking to him for quite a while. He was dressed like a Peaky Blinder on the day, and I was talking to him for a bit before I even knew who he was. And he mentioned the video in Leicester with the lass who eventually got arrested and then de-arrested, and had a really good speech. And I realised it was his video, and I'd kind of promoted it, and I realised who he was because he doesn't come on the camera as much. So, but yeah, I really like the fella. He's straight talking. Me and him, we again, when I was talking to him in Manchester before I knew who he was, we share a lot, if not all, the same opinions.
They need to be subject to the same laws.
Your
as the rest
opinion,
of you
do you think,
right?
is
But
very,
the same
very
way that
irresponsible.
you're not arrested right now and sent to prison for some crime that you may commit in the future, right? These guys don't deserve that either.
So our daughter, so we just let absolutely everyone in, have open borders, and if any of our daughters, then all just be collateral damage for you, then, yeah.
Fortunately, that's the way crime and punishment works.
So you don't mind that? We've got concerns that
otherwise we'd all be in jail.
So are you denying that there is worrying stats coming out about the disproportionate amounts of sexual crimes and violent crimes coming from certain ethnic backgrounds coming from these boats specifically? Because there is concerns about that.
It's kind of Facebook nonsense, man.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah.
Your man here's got one more question, but I'm going to say one.
So everyone's a liar then, doesn't say yours.
And that is. I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. Before you say. Personally, you're here for the wrong reason. Yes. That's what I'm going to fucking say. End of. Have your last question. I wouldn't waste any more time with this individual.
If somebody's a sex offender in Syria and they've committed lots of crimes in Syria, yeah, so they're a known sex offender in that country, and they come to England and all their documentation is disappeared, it's been destroyed. So when they come into England, it's not recorded, is it? They might say, my name is this and that, and I've never been arrested before, but we don't know what they've previously done, if that makes sense. So that's why people are annoyed.
This is what this facility does. It does go through and check these things. And one of those reasons why they're here.
What can they check? The police national computer only covers Europe. For England, it only covers Europe. It doesn't cover countries out of England. I know that from experience of doing that for a job. It doesn't cover that. So these people that are coming from countries that aren't European and they've got criminal records and they're sex offenders, we don't know about that, and we'll never know about it until it's too late and something's happened.
Yeah,
that's why we're all here.
Everyone's worried, yeah.
It might be, as you put it, might be a hotel full of people, but we don't know what they've previously done. Why have they had to come here? Not everybody's coming here because there's war. People are coming because maybe they're wanted in their country for sexual offences. So what we're going to do? We get on a boat, we'll go to England, and we'll change our names, and we'll do it again.
Well, this is what the processing that goes on here
does. What I'm saying is watch the process.
It's not
I've done it for a job for 15 years. They don't have no fingerprints. They don't have no DNA on record from those countries. That's what you're saying. They're here to be processed, but they come in here just as a person who have done nothing when they have. So they're hiding behind it. They can come and they can say that their name is anything, but it's not.
Well, I come from the belief that we are British, right?
Of course we are. We all are.
Right, we are not afraid, right? We don't have to live with all this fear.
The people are afraid because of the eye test, my friend.
We don't have to live with all this fear. That's easy to say from a big fella like you. You're not a child, you're not a woman who primarily is the people who are in fear from what's happening here. See what I mean? Like, again, it's like I'm male, right? All these people are male, but we can all fathom what this experience might be like for a female should they be attacked, or a child should they be attacked, and what that could do to them, right? And look at the size of him. Yeah, you're not in any danger, mate. No one wants to rape you. Probably can't get a ride with a fucking woman, so nobody's going to be raping you. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, this guy here in white nearly knocks his head off eventually.
This is our point. We don't need to live with the fear of these people coming over and doing what they're doing.
Yeah, just say no to it. Anyway, I'm interested in what your question was.
Okay, let's continue. Can we just have 2 minutes just to see what this fella's got to say to you?
Well, firstly, I respect the fact that are you here by yourself?
You don't care about no one but yourself, bro. You've got no kids. You haven't been through anything.
We care about the women and children here, predominantly.
Yeah.
Right? So we're also a very caring
back there.
If you look at the history of the neighbourhood, you'll see that's true, right? Look at the churches, look at the community, look at the marriage statistics, look at the crime statistics and everything, right? This is a great neighbourhood.
I agree.
This is a great country.
And it's a great country.
And the religious communities here are being absolutely wonderful. You're very lucky. This is what I've been. This is what I. To see people helping each other, right? Not going around, right, accusing each other of all sorts, right?
Accusations based on fact.
If you think these are accusations.
I wish this woman in the background would shut the fuck up, and a lot of other people would shut the fuck up as well.
Right, take them to the police.
If there's evidence, there's not an accusation on it.
Somebody's robbed.
So take to the police. And the statistics are being gathered. Let's get to the point.
Yo. Somebody's literally got robbed.
If you seem like a sensible guy, right? I'm sure you're good with facts and figures, right? So if we present you a list of incidents, sexual harassment, attempted rape, children being
jump onto DP, guys. You like DP?
Discrimination against the local community, etc. That would be compelling, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I could provide you with the same stuff in reverse, right?
Well,
these guys are much more likely to be victims of crime.
Let's do that. Let's do it. You bring your facts.
I understand.
And we'll bring our facts, right?
I understand that some of them are victims of crime, but this is where we need to understand, and these people are they've got to come into society and they've got to talk to us and engage with us for us to understand their situation and their problems. So migrants come over here, some of them flee because they're gay. Now, if my son come home and told me he was gay, it wouldn't concern me. But they've had to flee their country because that is one of the reasons they have to do it. Which fair enough, I understand that, which is right. You know what I mean? But then you've got other people that are coming over here for bad intentions, because what's happened now, they've let their country down by coming here. If they're having a war, stop and fight for what you know.
All right, let me just
I'm not living in your
let me
house,
interrupt
right?
there, right? For the sake of time, right?
Yeah.
Are you a fan of fascism?
Why push me in your house, mate?
All right. How do societies become fascist?
A whole lot of lies, repeated lies, and massive lies.
So if
I'm paraphrasing Hitler.
So if the facts aren't presented accurately, right, that's one of the steps towards.
Yeah, this is how the Facebook.
And do governments always want more control or less control of society?
Second, sir.
Not very good.
In terms of society control, do governments want more control of society or less over time? The longer governments are in place, do they want more control or less control?
A traitor.
It depends how much pushback they get from people. So it's.
I mean, the answer's more control, you fucking divvy. But again, just answer the question, answer it correctly. And like you said, he asked him if you do you know how in the year, but then he's explaining to you how somewhere becomes fascist through, like he's saying, through lies and lies and bigger lies. And he said that does the government want more control or less control? Well, it's obviously more control, isn't it? You fucking idiot.
It's holding on all of us.
Based on the stats, right? They want more control, right?
Generally,
you can Google the numbers, right?
So like in Syria, where you've had kind of
how does
like he's one of these people who thinks he's clever, pretends to be clever, but he's really, or he even thinks he's clever, but he's thick as fuck.
the government, right? How do they gain that control?
Through instilling kind of like, fascist notions like
fear within the population, and then an excuse to erode civil liberties, such as free speech. Right?
This is why nationalism.
Which is basically what's happening now, but he can't even see that because he's that much of a fucking stupid lefty.
It's so bad from this country.
And this situation that's developing, what direction do you think it's taking society and government?
At the moment.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, seeing how kind of things are going in America, where you've got
then you can focus on this all the time.
the president.
And then he starts going on about America. Like, we're not in America, mate. Like, we've got an Online Safety Act here, and Trump and fucking Vance have spoke out about it, and Starmer's just fucking lied to them. Like, do you even, like, that's honest to God. Like, if you're not up with the issues, then don't fucking debate them. That's these lefties, honest to God, they wind you up, don't they? They literally wind you up.
Going and trying to take over cities just to show his control.
It's not a trick statement, I get the point, right? So what you're
So I'm going to try and get enough content
facilitating, and I appreciate it's not what you're intending, is the introduction, right?
Yeah, like this what he's about to say here. Like, you lefties, and even there and all the lefties, you're unwittingly, or maybe wittingly, to be honest, who knows, or maybe just because you're being paid, you're bringing about a fascist state here. Like, you're sending us south here because you won't stand with the people, and then ultimately you're causing one side, the right wing, to kick off, or you're kicking off, which is ultimately going to bring in the rules, because we need everybody to stand together against the government, and then we can maybe start fixing some problems. But no, the left wing is going to stand with the fucking Muslims. It's like the Muslims, the government, and the left wing versus the people, basically. That's the fucking crack here.
Aid of the development of a fascist state, ultimately, right? ID, right? Erosion of civil liberties, erosion of free speech, and it's because of people like yourself who are well intentioned, right? But maybe not well versed on historically how precedent.
Yeah, you're not clever enough. That's the. I've like, you're not clever. You think you're clever, but you're not. You're really not.
Are set, and the results are
And you lack logic.
such.
So
You're saying the left-sided agendas at the moment are...
I've got gremlins in the machine because I decided to upload the other parts of this already. So now the internet's suffering because I'm uploading 4 parts of this. This is the 5th part, I think. Yeah, I mean, we still haven't even got to the good bit where this guy has a go at this guy. I told you it was on for ages, eh? I mean, God, it's another 5 minutes. Is that my phone ringing? You know, I had my window open and somebody was walking past and it was their phone ringing, just night, and it was loud. So I'll just try and play a bit more of this, see if we can get to the actual beef.
Showing big signs towards fascism and how fascism starts. Because the left have attacked freedom of expression for years. I've said the thing, yeah, the left attacking freedom of expression, calling everyone racist all the time, can't have these conversations. What happened with the grooming gang girls? Why did they get ignored? Because the police were afraid of being called racist, right? Because no one's allowed to have the conversation.
Yes, I remember that.
So basically, there is your example of where attacking freedom of expression, call everyone racist, the way that the left like to do, shut everyone down, can lead to dangerous places like that. Am I right or am I wrong?
So, I totally disagree, right?
Oh, of course you're going to disagree with that.
It's totally out defending.
Yeah, there's a surprise.
Right.
Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? No, you want to be though, innit? Because you're talking shit, bro. You are talking shit. Seriously, you're talking shit, bro.
I'm talking.
No, you're talking.
I actually commend you because you're the only person that's standing here out your group of 3.
Yeah, he was with 3 and the other 2 fucked off, and at least he stood and answered all these questions. But he is talking shit.
Your other mates are gone.
At least you have a conversation.
You know what I mean? So I commend you for that because you're here arguing your case when the other 2 have let you down, mate. You know what I mean? So fair play to you.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Are you asking him a question?
You said you weren't intimidating people. Leave them alone.
We're talking to you on a level, like we're talking to them. So don't go like we're threatening people, because no one's threatening no one, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Right. They were hiding their faces because they were.
Because they're hiding their presence because they shouldn't be here.
That's why. Again, traceability.
Are you hiding your face?
No.
So you're allowed to be here. There you go. There you
I'm
go.
proud to advocate for people because I
Think
love
straight.
people.
Well, you should be ashamed
For
of yourself,
people that do
Discuss
wrong,
that.
you're willing to advocate yourself from. People that do wrong. Please answer me that.
Do wrong?
People have done wrong to kids, and you're all right to advocate for them. Is that what you're telling me?
That's not what I'm saying. Why
That's
do
what
you
you've
think
just
that?
said. You've just said it, bro.
No, I'm here to stop you guys. Like
No one.
threatening
Every
Cheers to the
person
super
that
chat,
we
Reverend.
spoke to, we have asked them a question.
Sorry, I'm not paying
Why
attention,
are you here? Da-da-da. That's it. There's no threatening, mate. So don't go on with your attitude and portray us.
we just saw
as threatening
was
people.
threatening.
No, we weren't. Hello, what's your name?
So we're not allowed to, are they not
Hello,
humans?
what's
We're not allowed to
your
talk
name?
to them.
What's your name?
Are they not humans? You're being
What's your name?
racist.
Because you know you're going to be on social media looking like an idiot.
Yeah, you guys are going to cut all this to do whatever you want to do.
This is all live.
This is live. This is live.
You're protecting paedophiles.
Doubt upon
I don't
Audits.
care if there's people in there that have gotten, if they're in there,
Double
yeah, they are
penetration.
refugees. Carry on, do it legally.
I went out with my brother
Don't
originally
do
doing it, so
legally,
it's a
avoid
joke
what
and
you've
stuff.
done.
It's a bit of satire, but it got lost on everyone, you know.
Anyway, I'm not going to go into the legal paradoxes of illegal migration.
What do you think about the man in there?
I've been having it out with these lefties for weeks, mate.
What? To whose children?
It's supposed to, yeah. It's supposed to, but it's not going to, is it? Why not? Because if he wants to go out and do it again, he will.
Of course they will.
Same as anybody wearing a tag would. But like, then you get the.
Why isn't he remanded for that?
Right, should have been
Remanded off for that, yeah.
Not traceable.
Rapist ring.
Now,
That's kind of the point of the tag.
prior to that, it wasn't. Hence the reason why he was convicted.
Yes, that's how crime and punishment works.
So that's why I patrol around my local area at 10:30 at night when I've still got to get to work for the next morning to make sure no people are doing anything they shouldn't be by getting the bits out or doing naughty things. That's why, because the police ain't on foot. You must agree, the police ain't on foot doing it for us, so the community's got to do it, and they haven't. Of course they have.
Yeah, man.
Have the community got to police their own estate? Of course they have.
Yeah.
Because I ain't seen a police officer for years in my estate. Honestly, not for years, mate. So that's my point.
They turn up to air in 2 minutes, though,
Yeah,
isn't
of course they do.
it? Panic buttons.
How my story come along? It isn't even about what's going on. My story come along because I was in town bowling with my daughter and my family and my grandkids, and my daughter was probably from here 100 yards away.
We're in St Colfer, it's one of the most
Then asked her to sit
expensive
down on the
postcodes
grass,
in the
mate.
UK.
And she's 14 now. But me being me, I could have approached it a different way. But I went over and had a chat with them, just a chat, mate. That's all I had. I said, lads, you can't do that here. And if you don't believe me, you look it on TikTok, mate. I said, you can't do that here, lads. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go to the hotel and report it. So I went to the hotel, I spoke to the police, the security guard.
What did they do?
They asked my 14-year-old
Cheers
daughter
for the,
to take a sit with them on the grass, but you might get your trousers dirty. One bloke was 35, and he was saying, I asked her as a sister, I said, all I said to him is, you're not allowed to do that here, mate. So I went to the hotel to complain. The doors come open, they're throwing apples at me through the door, mate.
Yeah, I can see why.
What do you mean you can see why?
Like that. Like if I asked, can I sit down with you? Right?
What's your 14?
No, they asked my 14-year-old
Yeah,
daughter to sit down with them. Do you see that wrong?
Like,
be careful how you...
was committed.
yeah, mate.
You don't find it weird?
I wanted to prevent the crime from being committed.
And you think that's weird that a random migrant from a country wants to sit down
So
with
he thinks it's okay about a migrant to ask my 14-year-old daughter to sit with them and say that no crime was committed. No, because I'm preventing you from...
The lefty nose is fucked up slightly here. The lefty nose is fucked up slightly here. It's getting a bit heated. He doesn't think there's a problem with two older foreign men asking a 14-year-old to sit down on the grass with them, which is, in essence, in fairness to the lefty, there is no law broken, but it's not the done thing. I would never dream, especially post Jimmy Savile, you know what I mean? You would, well, you've got no reason to be honest. At 45, I have nothing in common with a 14-year-old lass. I wouldn't even know a 14-year-old lass is an Hindu. And yeah, it's creepy, isn't it? And again, I can say we just don't take these chances these days because we know what can go on. You know what I mean? This is the problem. We know what can go on, so we just don't take these chances these days. And you don't want to be called a nonce, to be honest. Nobody wants to be a nonce because it's the worst thing you've been called. Nobody likes a nonce, so you don't take these chances. Do you know what I mean? You don't have out to do with other people's kids. Yeah, unless like you've been entrusted with them by their parents and their kids with friends with your kids kind of crack, do you know what I mean? So the lefty nose is fucked up here. It's all about to go south.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, because I'm a dad. So your values are completely wrong. Are your values wrong? Are your values wrong? So you're saying to me, I should have done... No, don't tell me to shut up. So you're telling me I should have done what I've done. No, when they asked my daughter to fucking sit down with them, and you're telling me that was normal. Are ya?
Lefty's shitting his pants now. Lefty's shitting his pants. You got a big bald motherfucker here who's gonna knock your fucking head right off your shoulders. And in fairness too, he's a YouTuber. I don't know his channel though. I would like to know his channel if anyone knows. I would like to subscribe to him. But I haven't heard it in passing here. I think it is mentioned in the Andy Public video, but I don't know if he was talking about his mate. There's another guy there on the Andy Public one. So if anybody knows the YouTube channel of this guy in the white, that would be good. Although I might tag Andy DP Audits in the title, like Andy Public's been tagged here. And then if Andy, if he comes over DP, I can ask him. So... yeah, the lefty's totally shitting himself here, and again, this guy again, 14-year-old daughter, asked to sit down by migrants after everything we've seen, heard, and witnessed, and yeah, he's a father. He's a father of a child here who could have almost have been sexually assaulted, and this is this is what I've been trying to say all along here. You lefties, if it does come to a to and a fro here. You've got no chance. You have got no chance. You'll have 7 shades of shite knocked out of you every single day of the week here if you try and stand up against the British people. And there isn't enough of yous for a start, and what there is of yous, look, I mean, who wants to put bets on this? Do you know what I mean? Who wants to put bets on this before it starts? My money's on this guy. Or you know what I mean? Look at the arm here. Look at this arm. There's 3 of my arms right there. You've only got 2. So you're hiding under the shirt, but it all looks like fat. This guy's got a bit of brawn about him. And it's like I said at the start of the video, if this guy didn't fuck off eventually, he would have knocked your head clean off your fucking shoulders, mate. You would have been rolling, your head would have been rolling around that fucking car park. So he tries to make leave in a minute, and then I won't play the meet up again. He takes off, and then they follow him round the corner, and they meet up with him again, and it escalates again a little bit. I won't play that bit. Go over to DP Audits if you want to watch the rest of it. I'll just play till he kind of fucks off, but they follow him as well, DP Audits follows him, so, but he cracks a beauty when he says about his hard drive and that. I'll try and get to that bit.
See, you're a joker, you are, mate. You're a joker.
Right, I'm going to go.
You've got no keys. You need to fix up, bro. Telling you.
A migrant randomly sitting down with a 14-year-old girl, you think that's normal behaviour?
Why wouldn't be?
What do you mean, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
You're a strange dude, man. What's your computer hard drive saying, bro? Why the fuck would you not think that's weird? That is the strangest behaviour I've ever heard, my friend.
They've not committed any crimes, dude. Right?
A grown-ass man going, hello, little pretty 14-year-old girl. Can I sit down with you randomly?
Come on.
What are you on about?
I prevented my daughter to something happening, and you're okay with that? You're an absolute fool. You are a fool. You look like a fool, you sound like a fool, and you are a fool. So take your top out and piss off.
Yeah, you need to get your computers checked, bruv.
Go.
What a weird comment to say that is.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there as well, because the crowd's turned. You know what I mean? You've said something there that's, again, this is the problem that the left don't understand. That shouting racists and fascists and all this bullshit. When people are worried about the children, mate, I don't know how many times it needs to be said. It's even a slogan, save our children. It's one of the right slogans. But you lefties haven't got a fucking clue. And yeah, check this motherfucker's hard drive, you know what I mean? He thinks it's alright to knock around with 14-year-old girls.
The fact if you can't do a poll on that, and 99% of parents, no, 100% of parents will say, what the fuck was that going on? You're a wrong.
Normal. Why aren't you standing with us? You're British.
Say again.
Why aren't you standing with us? You're British. It's not right what's happening.
I am here with you.
I've seen about 10 of them. One's on side.
Like, this is British.
One slaps me phone out of 10 of them.
That's British values, what you've just told me.
Yeah.
So this guy did not think it's weird.
You fool.
What about in around Europe? We'd have to keep putting signs in swimming pools because migrants searching the girls. Do you find that strange, or is that legal as well?
That is quite strange.
Yeah.
Weird, but like.
What? But sitting next to a random child in a park when you're a migrant, you've got no business speaking to them in the first place. Asking them to sit down and talk to them. Weird, isn't it? Why does my daughter feel weird when she walks around when foreign men keep coming up to her in Coventry City Centre, asking her for a number when she's got my grandson on her? Weird, ain't it? But you think all these people are absolute saints? We're not concerned.
People like you, mate.
What?
I think they're people, just like all of us.
Doctors and engineers?
They are, but the problem is you're told to justify the crime.
Yeah.
The nonsense just like you. Right. You're a fucking traitor.
Well said. The fucking nonsense just like you, traitor.
Madness, that is.
He sits and talks, let's go sit next to him.
Yeah.
Hey?
You look a little girl,
why have you invented that? That's silly.
Well, that's silly.
You clearly think it's
alright. You think it's alright? You don't think it's weird or nothing like that? You don't think
we
it's
don't
weird?
want you here as much as we don't want them all.
14-year-old girl?
I'd take that exit, mate, I would. I'd be taking that exit. I wouldn't walk past all them down there.
We'll meet you at the end.
You'll get collared, mate.
Yeah, guys.
So, I'll kind of leave it there. The meatbag will put him round the corner in a minute, and it kind of all kicks off again. But I'll leave it to go and watch. You go and watch it on DP Audits if you want to watch the rest of it. I was kind of just showing the left winger and his logic and that crack there. That, like, it's all right. It's all right to chat up 14-year-old girls, because that's kind of what the migrants have been doing, chatting them up. So again, it's the left wing all over, to be honest. They're absolutely infuriating. I was watching this, again, the father there, the YouTuber in the white top, he was a hair's breadth from knocking that guy's head right off his shoulders there, like. So, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't the right thing to do, and there's a lot of cameras around there, to be honest. He'd have been getting prosecuted. He done well to hold it. He done well, to be fair. He had rage in his eyes, but luckily he kept his fists in his pocket, so to speak, or on his camera, or whatever you want to say. So, but just the left wing all over, just absolute morons, as we know. There's countless numbers of these people, and the majority, if not all of them, are morons. And you can pick them out a mile off. You can literally pick them out a mile off. So, yeah, good, brilliant video from DP Audits, I thought. Honestly, I really enjoyed watching that left winger for so long, because it's the first time we've really got to listen to one answer some questions and tell us their logic, and it ended up after about half an hour of him saying it's all right to fucking chat up 14-year-old girls. Is how it all, you know what I mean? So there you go. That's the other thing. It's full of fucking paedophiles, the left wing. So there we go. Left winger, moron, pedo. Check his computer hard drive before the day's out, and go and subscribe to DP Audits because his channel's class. To be honest, I'll leave it there. Peace. Oh, and Andy Public as well. It's not bad as well. It's another good channel. And the white guy, if anybody knows the name of the guy in the white, peace.